Hey guys, my name's Mark. I'm here at Boscoyo Studios, and today I just wanted to give a quick demonstration of how to start the 3D Boscoyo sphere. So what you want to do is you get your pixels, you start with a circuit. Each circuit is going to be 100 count and two 20s. All right, that's very important. So start with the male end, looks like this. This one's already completed. We kind of started it over just to give a quick demonstration, but you're going to start on one corner with the male end, punch it in, and give it a twist. It's really that simple. It took me a little while to get a good rhythm, so if it seems difficult at first, just be patient, find your process, figure out what works for you. It's really a very fun project to just zone out, something to focus on. It really helps take away any stress that you might be dealing with that day, So, each one is 720 pixels. After you do your 100 and your 220s, you start a new circuit. So, for each circuit, you're gonna have them connected. Let's see. Undo this real quick so you can just see. See, you got a male end and a female end. They just connect right up there. You see the 20 count right here? It starts over in the next circuit, right? So this is another 100 count. All right. Then we go to the end. It's the same process. There you go. But I think this is a pretty simple way. So just take two ends, hold them together. Now, make sure they line up, right? Because it's really easy to start like this or like that, and then you're zip tying the whole thing crooked. But yeah, if you want everything to look symmetrical, see, this is the only row that has this many of these little latches that need to be zip tied. That's sort of like the stabilizer. This is where you want to start, right here in the middle. Look and see what direction the other tabs are going. So these are going to go on top, like so. So you want to make sure that when you start this process, that the same tab is going to be on top as the rest. So it's really simple. Just going to overlay them right here. These wires out the way. Hopefully. You overlay them. I know that looks like a crazy tangled mess, but it's actually quite organized. It's hard to tell from that picture. That's it. You just go down this row. It is a bit of a time-consuming process, but it's so worth it. Once it's done, you get to see all those beautiful lights decorating your space. Let's see. There we go. All right. There we go. And this is what it looks like when it's done. Just for some clarification, this is what I was talking about. You see all the tabs are facing the same way? Keeps everything nice and symmetrical. And that's basically it. That's how you make the Boscoyo 3D sphere. I hope it lights up your life like it has mine.
Hey everybody, it's David at Boscoyo, and in part one, Mark showed you guys how to put the lights into the sphere and how to zip tie it to get the spherical shape. today I'm going to show you guys how to insert the center core tube into the sphere to give it some stability. This is the medium sphere, but this is the same process for the small or the large. So first of all, we have our sphere zip tied and all the lights put in. And when you order the sphere, it's going to come with a couple parts. This is going to be the center core tube that is going to fold together like this. We got 2 end caps. And then these 2 pieces are optional that'll go on each end if you want to insert a pole into your sphere. This is going to be really good for the snowman if you order the snowman. So first of all, you're going to want to get your core tube ready. So as you can see, it comes like this flat, but it'll fold up into a rectangular tube like this with the zip tie holes right here for you to hold it all together. As you can see, I have the core tube zip tied to keep its shape. You don't want to do the top part here with the 4 different zip tie holes. That's going to come later. Same thing on the bottom, but I did zip tie all these in the middle. Well, actually, for the sake of brevity, I skipped these, but I would recommend doing all of those. The next step is going to be putting the end caps on each side of your sphere. So you want to make sure that these end caps are lined up on each side of the sphere. And by that, what I mean is, on these end caps, there are these 2 holes. Whenever you put them on the sphere, you want to make sure the holes line up like this or like this. It doesn't matter which way they go as long as they're the same orientation. As you can see on the sphere, I have all of our end wires pulled out. That's because we're going to want to put those through the holes here, so they stick out like that. So I've started the end cap of the sphere. You want to make sure that the flab of the sphere is on top of the end cap whenever you zip tie it. So it's going to look like this, and we're going to do this all the way around. You just pick a starting point. Just make sure that whenever you do the other side, like I said, that the holes are lined up correctly. Again, make sure that your wires are coming out through the hole so they don't get stuck in there. And you want to make sure that these 2 flabs are pushed open this way when we insert the core tube later. Okay, so now we finished attaching the end caps to the sphere. As you can see, they're all flush all the way around. And like I said before, you need to make sure that they are lined up. So what I did when I finished my first side, I found this hole, and then I just followed the sphere to the other side, and that's where I attached this hole on this side to the sphere so that it's all lined up. So this next part, very easy. You take your core tube that we prepared earlier and you insert it into the sphere. Just like that. And as you can see, these zip tie holes right here and here are what's going to line up. You bring it over on this side. You got to get the wires out the way. Very squeaky. All these Evos. Oh, I see. There we go. So now you'll have them lined up. You're just going to zip tie on both sides, and you'll be done. That, for most applications, your sphere will be done. Like I mentioned earlier, there is this optional piece that you can insert from the cap if you plan on using a pole to mount your sphere, or if you plan on making a snowman. So the way that works is you fold up these flaps like this, you just go right here, and you'll see the zip tie holes line up right here and here, and you put that on both ends, and you've got the insert for a pole. But again, that's only optional if you're doing that. And that's your completed Boscoyo sphere.